Hey everyone, welcome back on my iCeezyHD to the MineLeak server. This is episode 6 of MineLeak SMP, and I'm just here at my base, as you can see, and let me close that down. And it is currently nighttime, and I did change it up, my base, quite a bit. As you can see, it's definitely looks a lot different from before. I removed the sugar cane. I can't remember if I showed that or not. But this is my whole idea for the base. I want to have it sort of like a central focal point. I believe I'm using that term correctly. So everything is just going to be in the center. So as you can see, I have my farms on almost all sides once I get them finished. On all sides of my base, and it will sort of come together here in the center. And I do have quite a bit of plans to make with this base. So if I come over here to the outside after I kill this skeleton, so he doesn't shoot me with our arrows. So as you can see, maybe if I come up here you can see it a lot better, I suppose. Without this scaffolding here, without the stone bricks, it looks pretty good, I want to say. I'm definitely going to mix it up and use some sort of other clay, because right now I am using red clay along with wood, regular oak wood, and is this granite? Yes, granite. And I was going to use andesite. Actually, I did use it. Yeah, I forgot about that. I use it here and on the sides over there, along with cobblestone walls in between. So I was actually going to line it with fence and have wood sticking up, but I decided that's a little bit too much wood. I didn't want to overpower it with the wood. So I'm going to add some clay, hopefully here, along with maybe some windows, and use some leaves here and there, just to give it that sort of run down look, if you get what I'm saying. Or maybe use vines instead of leaves, or maybe vines along with the leaves. So I have some good ideas along with this. So I will explain what I'm going to do with this a little bit later. But a lot of stuff happened, actually. All of my villagers over there, my good villagers with the good traits, they actually died somehow. I have no idea how. I came back over there. I was actually going to record a clip, and then I looked over there and they were all gone. Every single one of them from the good traits. They didn't even bother to take the bad ones. They just took all the good ones. So if I come over here, I can show you. I did breed them just a little bit. Oh, looks like we have another librarian in there. So I got a few good librarians, and these are still the bad ones. If we look, we have quite a bit of them over there. So these are still just some scrap chests that I haven't gone through yet. Definitely need to get to sorting. So I just wanted to talk about something quickly before I start this episode off. Is the reason why the gap between actually, this is the first video I'm recording in the new year, so happy new year to everybody. Hope you had a wonderful new year. Wow, you can see all the mob spawn over there. But there was a big gap between uploading episode 4 and episode 5. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Let me kill this witch. Witches can kill you. Got him. Alright, let me get out of here. This is dangerous. I should definitely sleep. So there was quite a big of a gap between episode 4 and episode 5. That is because something happened with my computer. Oh great. Can't sleep now. Alright, let me see if I can get back there in time. Yeah, something happened with my computer. All of a sudden, annoying. You guys are annoying. It's weird. Okay, I'm done going to sleep. I'm just gonna go over to my witch farm. So something happened, and it prevented me from using my computer. The thing just shut down all of a sudden. Like, I had to restart it, so it just shut down, like I said, and I restarted it, and come on. I'm just making it worse. I'm getting out of here. So that made it even worse. Actually, no, that was just, I guess I sidetracked right there. So it shut down on me, and I restarted it, and it came up fine. And right after hitting enter on one of the things, it just went to a black screen, and it stayed there, and it just froze. And then I cut it off, and it would not cut back on. Now, there are a few ways to diagnose a problem like that. Just because this happened to me before with one of my motherboards. I think the motherboard the motherboard broke, but it was still receiving power whenever I cut it on, like it would flicker. But with what just happened with my computer is that it would not flicker, it would not do anything, it wouldn't come on, the lights wouldn't work, the fans wouldn't work. I even switched the motherboard to an old motherboard I had, and tried that just to see if my new motherboard was broken, and it wasn't. No power was going through it at all. So I had to wait a few days till I got paid, so I can go to Best Buy, and I picked up another power supply. It was an Insignia. I don't know the version, but it's pretty good. It's a 520 watt, so it's a little bit more than what I had before. I had a 500 watt, so now I have 520, which is, I guess, a little bit more juice. But the only problem is, if you can, I don't believe you can hear it. I believe my mic setting is a little bit too low, my mic gain. But the fan on one of my fans in my computer is actually making a really annoying ringing noise, like it's hitting something. So luckily you guys can't hear that, because I definitely can, and it is driving me crazy. So this part. So we are back here at the witch farm. As you can see, I made a lot of changes here, so if we come through here, these are all the chests with everything in it. So this was just about maybe from 1 day of AFKing, I believe, or maybe even 2 days of AFKing here at my base. When I usually AFK when I'm the only one online, and usually people come in and come online, but that usually ruins the spawns. But I tried to light up as much caves as I can, and I think I did a damn good job of it, just because I'm getting some amazing spawns. If we come up here, I hit F3, you can see the entity count right here. Every time they spawn, as you can see, it increased, decreased, increased again. And then, can we get it increased again? Let's see, come on. And there we go, 7. So it definitely does work, and it works really efficiently. So that is really good. And like I said, I have 3 more witch huts to go through, so these are not the only jobs I'm going to be getting. I have quite a few, actually, so I'm piling up stuff, which is great, which is really great. Now, like I said, we did extend the purge to a time, so I did set up a few, what are these called? Brewing stands. I almost forgot what they were. I did set up a few brewing stands, so I can brew a bunch of potions. As you can see, these are double chests, and these are completely full to the brim all the way up. As you can see, we have strength 2, invisibility, what is this one? Speed 2, fire resistance, instant health, and poison 2. So we have quite a bit, and this is just the reject chest. Whatever doesn't filter through these gets sent over here. I can actually show these real quick if you guys want an example. I did name these, so nothing can stack over here. So, as you can see, that's everything. I did get a lot of redstone so far, so that's great. But yeah, these are the things for the purge. Now I am teaming with somebody. Not going to mention who I'm teaming with, and I believe, I'm not sure who it is. I'm not sure if it's Pug or who, but they are starting an alliance. And they asked me to join, and I said no. I happily declined. I do not have my vault set up, so I believe I'm going to be teaming with somebody, and they do have a vault, so I think I might use those. And I think they're afraid of me turning on them, but I assured them that I will not turn on them. I am not really like that. I wouldn't really do that, especially since I'm sharing my stuff inside of their vault. Unless I make my own within the next day or so, but I don't believe that's going to happen. So, yeah, I just wanted to discuss a few more things here. Let me just put this back, it's going to annoy me. And actually, in the meantime, I believe I can go get some clay and explain a few things. Let me just throw some of this stuff away. Some of the stuff I do not need. These are just my scrap chests, as you can see. Let me see. Can I throw away anything else in these? Here's some free space. Awesome. That. And so that's good. And we can head over there. Do I have a bed? I do. Okay. So I have a few more things to discuss here. If you guys have any ideas about me, whoa, that scared me. About me uploading any other videos besides just MineLeak, because I know I'm doing just that lately. It's just MineLeak and an occasional different video every once in a while. It's very, very slim. So If you guys have any ideas of any games I should play, any other any other Minecraft series, I'm willing to play them and record and upload. For instance, Feed the Beast, I wouldn't mind doing that, along with like Pixelmon or anything. I'm usually down for those types of things. I do play other games. I have quite a bit on my Steam library. For instance, I just bought Civilization, so I'm just getting into that. I am by no means a professional or close to a professional, probably below amateur at that game, so I'm getting the hang of it. I got slingshotted. So I am working on that. I do have quite a few games, like Counter-Strike. I believe I posted up one video of me getting an ace on that game. So that's mostly what I post on my channel. Very, very slim chance of me posting anything besides Minecraft. Even though I did used to post Call of Duty sometimes back in the day, way back in the day. Looks like somebody built stuff over there. I'm not sure what that is. Flower forest, awesome. I get my sand from actually over here. I can actually go over there and get some. I don't have any ender pearls. Get some. What is this stuff called? Clay. Jeez, my mind is going blank. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas of me wanting to play any games that you guys want to see, then definitely let me know. I wouldn't mind playing them. Like I said, I am down to play any game really, Minecraft related. I've been really wanting to play Feed the Beast lately, but I can't figure out what I want to play. Like what mod pack along with what mods inside. So that's that. Any games, then definitely hit me up in the comments, and I'd be willing to play them, and more than likely record them. What is somebody mining out over there? Yes, they were. I see it. If you guys can't see, right now I'm just looking at grass, but I'm actually keeping my eyes over here. So I want to talk about a little bit more about the players in MineLeak. So recently, we have dropped a few players. Actually, we dropped one player and about 2 left. So let me explain that. Game of the day away, his name was Justin, or Skater Kid on the server, Skater Kid 11. He was an awesome player, amazing player. I don't really have anything bad to say about him, but he was by no means a terrible or bad player or anything like that. So don't get me wrong, he was an awesome player. But there were just a few problems on the server that we've experienced, and it wasn't anything big. It's just some things that needed to be handled. And I, of course, being the owner, I had to take care of it, so it sucks in some cases. Alright guys, apologies for that interruption. I had somebody call my phone, which I should really get used to not answering them whenever I record. But like I said, being the owner of a server can have its ups and downs just because you have to handle stuff like that you don't want to. You know, some players are really good players, but some things need to stay inside of, you know, a certain chat and not leave that chat. I just mean, you know, keeping things out of the viewer's view, I suppose, if you get what I'm saying. And obviously he did bring some members over from NSG, which still play on the server, but some left also. Ender King was another player. He actually played in the UHC with us, and he wanted to join Justin over on his old server, which is totally fine. You know, Justin left on the server with good terms with a few players, I believe so. So I definitely made sure that I was still in the positive with him, which is great. But yeah, Ender King left, and I believe Pittsburgh 44 left also. And you guys may not have seen him online just because, you know, I never really recorded when they were online anyway. Nothing against them, I made that seem like it was bad. But yeah, all of them were fine players. Definitely recommend them to another server. But you know, just some things happen on the server that that you have to take care of. So sadly enough, it had to be Justin that had to leave. But you know, at least he has another server to play on, along with some other great players. So that's another thing. Let me make sure I still have enough for my inventory. Obviously, I do. Yeah, I want to talk about another thing. So we got offered a spot on Votable. I don't know if you guys know what Votable is. Hopefully I can give you just a quick rundown of it. It is sort of like a site like YouTube, but it's a much smaller and broader community. It offers, it's mostly gaming and television and stuff like that, and movies. But I focused more on the Minecraft aspect of it. So we got offered a few good offerings from one of the moderators in the Minecraft section, which is awesome. I won't get into it though. I'll just explain the site. But so I post my extra videos, like I post my videos that I post on YouTube on Votable, and they also get a little bit more out there. If you know what I'm talking about, it's a little bit it's a little bit better way to definitely get yourself out there, which is awesome. Mostly about extending your channels, just making it a little bit more known about your channel and stuff like that, while you mention the site in your videos, if you guys get what I'm saying. So yeah, the site is sort of like advertisement or extra advertisement, sort of like getting your videos out there and getting your name out there. So that's what Votable basically is. It's a pretty awesome site. I just post my extra videos. So what I believe happens is the video gets viewed on the site and not actually the YouTube video. So, you know, I don't believe there's any ads, and there isn't any, the view count doesn't go towards the YouTube video, it stays in the Votable site. If that makes any sense. So I'm going to actually get my bed and sleep, because monsters come out at night, obviously. Alrighty guys, so we are here at my base, and I don't know if I showed you this before, but here is my 2 armor stands. As you can see, I have one here and one there. I'm saving them up for the purge, just so when we get prepared I have, or just so when we started I am prepared and have enough stuff. Do I have any torches? I don't believe I do. Do I have any extra torches anywhere? I know I have coal. I'll just make some torches in a quick moment. There we go. So I want to explain the aspect of my base. So like I said, we're gonna have this this whole area is gonna be the focal point of everything. It seems a little off-centered up there. And it's gonna bug me. So when we come down here, it's going to, I want to have my base sort of like different levels. I'm gonna plug this up. It's going to be, I want different levels for different things. So I'm just going to give an example. One's going to be for, say, smelting items. Another level is going to be for chests, or like a storage room. Or another one's going to be for plants or stuff like that. Or maybe another one's going to be for villagers with good villager traits. So if I can come down here. Now I do have an idea. I've never seen this done before. At least in survival or anything really at all. So I'm going to try and explain this, and I'm probably going to end up going into creative and and showing an example of it. So I'll just use these. So what I want to do is I want to have a sort of board with buttons on it, etc. And so you have a hole, like say this is the hole. Right before you go down the hole, passing through each level, you have a button. And let's see, you hit the button right before you drop, corresponding to each floor. So it's first floor, second floor, third floor, and say the third floor is the bottom floor. So we're gonna have, you hit the third floor button as soon as you jump down. You're about to fall and you hit the button, and you'll fall down the hole. And right before you get to the bottom, the third floor, a piston with the slime block extends and knocks you into the third floor. So it's sort of like an elevator, but it's a little bit more difficult to explain. Now, say the first floor, you fall and you hit the first floor button. As soon as you fall, you'll get extended onto the first floor, like it'll project you towards the first floor. Let me show you. Let me give an example. So I hit the first floor button, I fall, and I get pushed. I don't fall all the way down. I fall to about right here, and a piston extends, pushing me onto this level. Now, if I were to hit the third floor, I would fall just before the third floor, a piston extends and pushes me into the third floor. Now, I want to show you guys just an example I made in creative of just a simple, creation. It isn't really anything big or anything I can base it around, but it's just a quick example. Alright guys, so we're here in my creative world. I've actually had this world for a really, really long time, over a year now, possibly going into 2 years, I'm not really sure. I've had it for a while though, so this is sort of what I mean. So this is the board that I was talking about and the hole that you fall down. Now this doesn't work even, or just because it is connected down here. Let me just see if I can fix that. Oops, that's not it. And there. Okay. Now it should work. I believe so. So what happens is you would, this is the bottom floor by the way, all the way down there. I don't know if you've seen the piston extend. But what happens is as soon as you fall, I'm just gonna plug that here. As soon as you fall, hit the button. Corresponding to each floor that you want to go down, of course. So this is the bottom floor. Say this is the second floor. You'd go over here, second floor. As soon as you go down, second floor, second floor, second floor, just like that. Now let me show you guys an example. So this is the bottom. Hopefully I can get this right. Oh, I missed it, just because the timing is a little bit difficult. And we should. Oh, it's a little late, or it's a little early. So what I'm going to need to do is, I believe it's like that, maybe. I believe so. So my daylight sensor should be going off any time now. Just give it a minute. I think it's when the sun goes down. So let's see if we can do this again. There we go. Perfect. It worked that time. As you can see, I got extended onto the bottom level. Now I can't make this work with the next level just because this redstone all goes into one button. So maybe, let me see. Maybe I can go into creative or into survival and see if it works. Do I have the boots on in survival? Okay, I do. So let me go here and survival. And here we go. Oh, I missed it. Let me head back up. Yeah, that's another problem. You might miss the button whenever you come back up, or whenever you go down. So, here we go. I got it that time. And it works. I took a little fall damage just because it extended out a little bit too far. But it definitely works. This is my idea. Sort of like what I want to have in my base. The only problem is I'm not very good with compact redstone at all. So that's the only problem. You can mostly hide this underground, so that's the good part. Everything can be hidden underground. So that's the idea that I have. It can be in the works. I can probably eventually get it, but it's not anything I can do at the moment just because I'm not very good with redstone, especially compact redstone. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude this episode of MineLeak. I know I haven't done anything interesting this episode. At least I don't think I've done anything interesting. You guys might think otherwise. But most of this episode was just sort of like an explanation of what's been going on the MineLeak server. Just like almost every other episode, it's sort of like an explanation of what's been going on. So, yes, I believe that's going to conclude this episode. Now, like I said, the purge is coming up, so we still are planning to have it. I want to have an idea of having the player kills, because, you know, there's going to be PvP, and have the player kills right on this side over here. It's going to have like a little scoreboard with the kills and the names of the people that have, you know, the most kills right here on the side, or the number of kills that they have. So it's going to be awesome. I'm going to try to record every single bit, at least I hope I can, just because it's going to be extremely large. Just from recording constantly, or I just may record sort of like, what are those called? Highlights. I may record highlights when I think something's going to happen, but that can cause me to miss a few things that might happen, or that will happen. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. I'm going to try and cut down from it and stop making them around 30 minutes and sort of around 20 to 25, just so it's sort of like a quick episode. But I'm going to try to make them a little bit more interesting. I promise I'll definitely try. And let me know if you guys want me to play any games or have any ideas of any games I should play. Then definitely leave them in the comments. I'm definitely up for some Minecraft or anything like that. I am down to play with any of the other MineLeak members. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, then please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm iCeezyHD. Peace.